In Italy, I salumi, cured meats, are a religion. We always put them on the table as antipasto. We use salt, hair, thyme, and absolute passion to transform simple cuts of meat into pure luxury. A real Italian antipasto board is an art form. Today we are ranking the true kings of the Italian daily, from the god-tier paper-thin masterpieces that melt into your tongue to the confusing supermarket inventions that belong in the trash. Throw away your plastic cheese cubes. Let's go. Bresaola A-tier. This is no pork. It is air-dried salted beef. It is incredibly healthy. It has almost zero fat. But because it's so lean, you must dress it. Put it on a plate with extra virgin olive oil, squeeze some lemon, fresh arugula, and Parmigiano shaving. It's A-tier perfection. Sometimes I make panino with bresaola too, by using the same ingredients, arugula, extra virgin olive oil, shaved Parmigiano, but in a sandwich. Salame Milano, Napoli, and soppressata. B-tier, the everyday classics. Milano has a very fine grind. It looks like tiny dots of fat. Napoli has a slightly coarser grind. Soppressata is pressed flat and has big chunks of fat. They are reliable, great for kids' sandwiches, but a bit basic. And I'm talking about the supermarket versions. The soppressata homemade, my father-in-law makes it, it's god tier. I'm talking about supermarkets and what we find everywhere. To me, these are pretty basic. Prosciutto cotto, cooked ham, C tier. Look, I really love it. Hams done in different ways is great for a toasted cheese sandwich, okay? Or for little kids. I mean, my kids love it. I still love it. But on a luxury antipasto board with wine, it's boring. It doesn't belong, okay? So it's a C tier. Mortadella with olives, D tier. What is this? In Bologna, if you put an olive in mortadella, they will throw you out of the city. It is an industrial supermarket invention. The olive gets soggy, it makes the meat taste sour, and it ruins the delicate flavor of the pork. Stop adding olives. Put olives on the antipasto plate. Prosciutto di Parma and prosciutto San Daniele. God tier. The absolute kings. Parma give you sweet, salty perfection where the white fat melts into your tongue. San Daniele is slightly sweeter and darker. Which is better? It's a tie. They are both S-tier magic. I probably prefer Parma a little bit more. There is a lot of bad versions of prosciutto out there, so you have to be careful which one you buy. Always search for the best options you can get. There are also other types of prosciutto around Italy, for example the one in Tuscany or the one in Abruzzo, but also very, very good. Some of them saltier, some less. I will give it a try when you drive to Italy next. Salame felino or finocchiona. A-tier, the kings of salami. Felino is coarse, sweet, and made with white wine. Finocchiona is from Tuscany and is packed with wild fennel seeds. Love it. When you eat finocchiona, it makes you immediately want to drink a glass of Chianti red wine. It's beautiful. Culatello, god tier. Listen to me, this is the rarest, most expensive cured meat in Italy. It is the absolute best part of the pig leg. Cured in a pig bladder in the foggy cellars near the Po River. The fog gives it a complex, sweet, incredible flavors. It is the Rolls Royce of pork. Lardo di colonnata, B tier. I know, I'm gonna upset many of you. It's pure, cured pork, back fat, flavored with rosemary and garlic. It sounds amazing. I mean, it's crazy to say that you don't like it. I like it, I love it. But for me, it's a bit tier, you know? It's basically fat and you lay it over hot bread. It melts into a rich, herby butter. It is delicious. It's a bit tier because it is very heavy and you can only eat one piece. And it's also impossible to find around the world unless you go to Tuscany. And then from B, it can go to A tier. Plain mortadella and mortadella with pistachio, god tier. Both of them. Do not call this Bologna. Real mortadella from Bologna is steamed slowly, studded with perfect cubes of rich fat. Whether you want the beautiful crunch of the pistachio or just the pure, elegant, melt in your mouth flavor of plain mortadella, they are both amazing. God tier. Put this in a fresh bread roll and you have the greatest sandwich in the world. Speck. God tier. Mamma mia, I love speck. From the snowy Alps in northern Italy, it is like prosciutto, but it is slightly smoked over juniper and beechwood and rubbed with spices. It's very unique. It has a deep, smoky mountain flavor and it's incredible. Capocollo and coppa. A tier. Italian Americans might call it gabagool. It's the pork neck muscle. Yeah, it is heavily marbled with fat, cured with wine and spices. It has a beautiful chew and an incredible deep flavor. A sandwich hero. But let me tell you, when my family makes it, or my wife Calabrese family makes it, it is sensational. Better than God tier. But what we find in the supermarkets and everywhere, the commercial one, I cannot give higher than A tier. And that's a big compliment, A tier, from the supermarket. Nduja from Calabria, God tier, the fiery pride of Calabria. A spreadable, cured pork packed with roasted Calabrian chili peppers. Melt this on a hot bruschetta and it will explode in your mouth. Beautiful, spicy, rich flavor. And if you actually go and watch my video, I made a Calabrian nduja pasta, a 5-minute pasta. Oh, it's incredible. It really is good. Salame piccante calabrese, A tier. Don't get confused with soppressata, okay? This is the salame piccante, okay? The real pepperoni, cured with red pepper and paprika. It has a sharp, spicy kick. If you want a spicy pizza in Italy, you ask for pizza diavola and it's served with salame piccante. American or international pepperoni, D tier, garbage. First of all, pepperoni in Italian means bell peppers. Second, this meat is a factory invention. It is heavily processed, packed with artificial smoke flavor and loaded with so much cheap fat that when you cook it, it turns into a swimming pool of orange grease. Notice that the next time you cook it. Do not put these on your board or even on a pizza. Buy the real salame piccante. Protect artisan who make these amazing products. Pancetta arrotolata, the rolled pancetta, A tier, Italian bacon. When it is rolled up, arrotolata, and cured with spices, you can slice it paper thin and eat it raw on bread. The fat melts instantly in your mouth. Cured meat has been around forever because in the old days when they had to make food for the winter, to survive through the winter, they used to make this cured meat. They used to eat this food during the winter and early spring before the summer arrives and they can start producing vegetables. Imagine 1,000 years ago when you lived up on the mountains with the snow, you couldn't grow vegetables. We had cured meat. It was done naturally. Next time you have a friends over, don't buy the plastic packs of fake meat. Go to a real deli, ask them to slice the prosciutto and mortadella, get some bread, some wine, and taste the real Italy. But if you go and buy prosciutto, mortadella, make sure they remove the skin. It happened many times to me when there's a young person or someone who doesn't know what they're doing, cutting the mortadella or prosciutto at the deli for me, and they cut the skin. Nobody should be eating the skin, that's bad for you. So make sure you keep an eye on it. But I want to know, what is the absolute best cured meat on your board? Are you a team speck or your team capicollo? Did I make you angry about the olives in the mortadella? Please let me know in the comment below. E ora, un bel panino with prosciutto, speck and capicollo.